marrying your first cousin, if anyone had any plans, they have officially made that illegal in the UK. Like this week, that's news.
Not in Pakistan, bro.
Yeah, that's where I'll go. Guys, raise your hands if you've ever been bullied. Yeah, notice a lot of comedians. Interesting. Strange. And now raise your hand if you've ever been bullied as an adult.
You put that hand back out, slap it!
Sorry, Pi. Let's keep going! Most people, though, I actually think you're all lying, because I think a lot of people have been bullied as adults. No one knows that. They're not packaging it as bullying. I would actually go as far as saying everyone in this room has been bullied as an adult. Because we've all been bullied into giving away 20% of our earnings, which is... we just let that happen. Thing is, right, I was bullied when I was younger. Thanks, guys, no one cares. Thank you. So I was bullied for being dyslexic. But you know what they say, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words, I don't really understand them. Anyway guys, my name's Lucy Jenner, although I wish it wasn't. I wish I had a better name, one that you might find in a comic book maybe, like, you know, Peter Parker, Lois Lane, Jessica Jones, not excluding the bad guys, Lex Luthor, Otto Octavius, Lucy Letby. Sour, innit? We all know who she is, right?
Yeah.
Do you know who she is? Tell the audience who they are.
The baby killer.
Thank you, because I wasn't going to say it. It's so dark. Anyway, yeah, I think, like, have you seen the news that she might have been wrongfully convicted? Yeah? The thing is, if she got released, she could never be a nurse again, so I think that she should go into TV work, you know, like maybe one born every minute. Maybe not. The thing is, if she does get released, I would be really happy. I mean, I don't know the woman, but she has completely soured the name Lucy. Really unfair. The thing is, names are weird, right? Names are funny. Chances are you haven't chosen your name and then you're stuck with it, right? My mum had 4 children, I was number 4, and I'm her only girl. She was choosing names from the Bible, and there's not many women in the Bible, and unfortunately my brother was called Mary. My brother Peter, my eldest brother, he actually named me, which is slightly unorthodox because he didn't tell my parents. But he did name me after the book he was reading at that time, which was called Lucy's Box. Good read it. Yeah, he named me that, but he's also ADHD, so I think the only reason he named me that was because he just got impatient with my parents. But I'm glad he didn't name me, what is that, a squirrel? Anyway, no, I am really glad he didn't name me after the other book he'd read, The Dictionary. It doesn't have that alliteration I'm looking for. Anyway, I went to York, guys, a couple of years ago, and last year I finally completed the trip and went to New York. Long trip. New York's great though. While I was in New York, I did have to search onto Google what to do in New York, so I hadn't really heard of the place. So I did everything it told me to do. I did Times Square, Rockefeller Center, Brooklyn Bridge, where Luigi shot that guy. It was great. We have Jack the Ripper tours, and over there they were advertising for an open-top bus tour of assassinations of New York. Yeah. Can you imagine? It was one of the stops, John Lennon. Open top I thought was a bit insensitive. JK, sorry, JFK. Actually, do you know what? JFK's got quite a nice ring to it. I'm going to rebrand. You guys all have to call me LFJ. You're not going to know what the F is for social security reasons. But you know what? There's not many people who are known only by their initials, and most of them are problematic men. I mean, like MJ. I'm part of the crew now, I know how to bully. MJ, OJ, Louis C.K. Actually, sorry, let me rephrase that previous sentence. There's not many people known, and most are problematic men. Men don't like that joke. Anyway, talking about problematic men, yesterday I was on a train and I saw a man unironically doing pull-ups. I mean, he was in his mid-30s and the chances are he was listening to Joe Rogan. This was a prime example of what I've called PDM. Do you guys know what PDM stands for? No, I made it up, didn't I? Right? So PDM means public displays of masculinity. Masculinity? Last week I asked the audience and someone said public displays of masturbation? And I thought, no, but that's a great example. you don't know already, some examples of this are mansplaining sort of goes without splaining, doesn't it, guys? Helping someone park without asking, yeah. Taking your tops off past 15 degrees, saying that you don't need therapy, starting fights but not finishing them, starting podcasts but not finishing them. No one wants to join it, all right. And climbing. And I'm sorry about this. I know it's made me look like an angry lesbian that hates men, which is not true, because I'm not a lesbian. I actually identify as dyslexual. Okay, this is when you're sexually attracted to people who can't read or write. Don't get Nancy. Disgusting. It's specifically illiterate adults. We're talking about illiterate adults. You guys have been a fabulous audience, and I've been LFJ.